What made you break up with the person you thought you'd marry? 1. I was engaged to a guy I dated for 3 years and planning a destination wedding. He cheated with a mutual friend one night. His mom, who he lived with while we were apartment hunting, accidentally walked in on them in the middle of it while letting the dogs out. He didn't know his mom had seen, but his mom called me and told me what happened. He denied it when I confronted him, which made it worse. Called off the wedding and broke up, etc. Weirdly enough, he got married about 5 years later to someone else in the exact same destination wedding location venue package colors I had always dreamed of and planned out for us. He must have kept my planning binder and just reused it or something. 2. She cheated on me, multiple times, on her trip to Europe, which she is still on. I saw the Facebook messages on the computer where she was still logged in. Then she lied when I called her on it. This all happened about 4 hours ago. I'm at a bit of a loss. I was planning our engagement. I'm glad it happened now, I guess. Very rough though. 3. Every time we fought she would throw her engagement ring somewhere, make me get it, then make me plead with her to put it back on. Even for very small disagreements and even in public. That was the final straw. It was very fucked up feeling begging somebody to be with me all the time. It gave me huge insecurity issues. That was on top of the fact she began to call me names and hit me a lot. It all started after we got engaged for some reason. Things were so perfect, but as soon as she got that ring everything changed. Suddenly she what I mentioned along with calling me a loser, piece of shit. I know ugly a lot. 4. Found credit card statement on the floor once, just before a family holiday. Thousands in debt that he'd never told me about. I'd been paying the rent entirely by myself in a job I hated and I was too young and naive, 23, to realize he wasn't an honest man. That was it. 5. She was in love with my best friend, and they were both in denial about it. They were engaged a month after we broke up. 6. She wanted to go to Florida for the Disney college program. She is a huge Disney nerd. She was too scared she would lose me. I convinced her to do it because if she didn't, she would regret it forever and that no matter what happened I would still be here for her. 6 months, and an engagement ring later she told me that while in Florida she realized she didn't love me like she thought she had. The ring is in a box in the back of a drawer in my dresser. Her worst fear came true. So did mine. 7. I moved across the world for him. He kept telling me, one day I want to propose, or, I can't wait for you to be my wife. That proposal never came and I was having visa issues, so after a few years I gave up and moved back. 8. FBI knocking at my door to arrest him for being a pedophile and a kitty corn salesman. No joke.